What's the point?
To lead up. I said I'm gonna knock you out.
Because that's what you're supposed to say. That's how you're supposed to feel.
It's not how I'm supposed to feel. But I am gonna knock you out though.
That's not how you're supposed to
I am
feel.
gonna knock you out though.
Errol Spence, who has toughest fight up to date against Shawn Porter Saturday night. It was a tough contest for Errol Spence, but he left as unified champion. Not without criticism. That's because Spence fans are used to seeing Spence blown out opponents. But these opponents he's blown out are inferior and mediocre. Now he's in there with Shawn Porter, a legit contender. This is how Spence looks. He doesn't look as dominant, doesn't look as special, no punching power, glaring weaknesses, and not that the fight was just close. Some people had Porter winning the fight. Boxing experts and fans. Spence is a sensitive guy. The world perception of him means a lot. Coming into the Mikey Garcia fight, Errol Spence was a monster. Errol Spence was indestructible. The next Floyd Mayweather with punching power. The next big pay-per-view superstar. But see, I've never seen Errol Spence that way. I see him stop guys with accumulation of punches. As like other PBC fighters, he's been well protected. But if this is true, I will give him props. Apparently, Errol Spence wants a rematch with Shawn Porter. And I know how people feel about rematches, but I think this rematch is much needed. I think this time around, Shawn Porter comes in with a different game plan. Well, probably the same game plan, but I think he'll put more steam on his punches. I think Errol Spence, on the other hand, would come in and box him like Mikey Garcia and win a comfortable decision. This rematch is really up to Al Heyman and Spence's management team. Al Heyman and his team may want to keep it moving and fight Danny Garcia January 25th, then fight Manny Pacquiao in the summer. Also can depend how much money Al Heyman thinks the fight could generate. I'm sure if Spence really wants this fight, Al Heyman might bend a little bit and let him have it. But they're also taking a risk. What I don't like about this rematch, it pushes everything back. Because even if these two fight again and Errol Spence wins again, he's still going to fight Danny Garcia. Then he fight Manny Pacquiao. Then the fight we've been waiting for, Terrence Crawford, will be 35 years old. Because that might push the fight back to 2022. There was also talk about Porter fighting Crawford. They talk about Crawford should fight Porter instead of Kavaliauskas. Yeah, but the problem with that is, Terrence Crawford is a WBO champion. Kavaliauskas is mandatory. The only way you could break a mandatory is by unification, which brings me back to Spence. Leave Porter, Garcia alone, unify with Terrence in January, and like Freddie Roach says, whoever wins that fight gets Manny Pacquiao. Would you like to see a Shawn Porter-Errol Spence rematch? Leave your comments below. Jay Beasley, subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.